Hello again, it's the one and only Christopher Bruce here. I'm curious about something about you guys. Yeah? On this internet that I'm at, they keep like throwing retarded chains at me. Like I create those cool chains with the gods and stuff like that and bind the souls of Team Humanity into Team Loser and fucking throw them in the bottomless pit. And just keep binding those chains tighter and tighter and tighter. But yet, for some reason, these people, it's like they try to do their own chaining thing where it's like, I'll go on Facebook, for example, and for a few minutes they'll show me stuff that I like. And then suddenly they'll show me like a whole bunch of horrors. And then suddenly they'll show me a whole bunch of freaks. And then suddenly they'll show me a bunch of retards. And like throwing me like chains of like Team Humanity. The only thing I can think of is that you're like, in a Psy war, you're so retarded that you don't know what to do other than fling shit at me. Yeah? Like I said, like we're throwing like indestructible chains at you guys. And you're sitting there and just flinging shit at me constantly, like monkeys in a zoo or something, just flinging your shit existences at me over and over again. The only thing I can think of is that you've been cucked beyond belief. You're at the bottomless pit. But you're still trying to play your opposites game for some reason and hope that if you use like American TV show personalities and stuff like that, like the types of personalities you'd see in American television on TV, like Saved by the Bell or Degrassi High and stuff like that. I'm thinking you think if you use those personalities in conjunction with like different forms of abuse and stuff like that, that somehow I'll feel like a loser and then feel like intimidated by you, or that I'm not cool enough to be on Team Excrement with you, and then I'll withdraw from society and I'll feel like I've been the one that's been cucked or something. But it's like, I understand the incredibly cool lessons that the gods have been giving me constantly in whatever this reality is, And I look at you guys and all I see is a bunch of people like basically like trying to bluff or something and hoping that they can intimidate with like brute force bullying type things, like just idiot lowbrow garbage, And it's like the only people on the world who seem to be doing anything, even slightly intelligent, are American celebrities, Like a handful of American celebrities and maybe some social media influencers. Everyone else is just flinging shit. Like the 99% of humanity are just flinging shit like fucking idiots on this internet. I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is that you're the ultimate losers now of all existence. And like the ultimate piles of shit, the ultimate retards, the ultimate freaks, the ultimate morons, just in that bottomless pit forever. And the only thing I can think of is that you're just trying to bluff your way out of it, hoping that somehow I'll feel inferior to you. Like maybe that's the thing is, are you trying to test my comprehension ability or something? Maybe that's what it is. Like like the most recent sequence of videos and stuff like that they spammed me with on Facebook was a Chinese man saying "go fuck yourself," and then a freaking I think it was a Chinese girl. Or no, it was a Chinese man saying like "fuck you" or "go fuck yourself" or something, and then something else, and then a Russian girl saying "are you stupid?" And it's like that's the only thing I can think of is that you're trying to test my comprehension abilities and see if I truly comprehend what I'm being taught, which I assure you I do. I mean, my mind has been being spammed with like mind-controlled drivel constantly. I learn a lesson and then it's like distraction from the puke face league of Team Excrement, and then freaking learn another lesson. And it's like I said in the past, like part of your opposites game where it's like I get something, I pass it on to humanity, then you do your banging your pots and pans like that cruise guy or whatever, and the Indian sitting there banging pots and pans in his face or whatever to distract him and piss him off and try to just deter him from learning. And then freaking I get another lesson and I learn it and I figure it out, pass it on, and then distract. The only thing I can think of is that for some reason your retarded little minds think that if you distract me enough, that somehow I'll completely forget everything I've learned. Yeah? And then freaking, you can maybe use your mind control or something to like shame and humiliate me in some demented fucking way, and take one of your little cuckold pig losers and try to steal my identity or something, and freaking take all the information I passed on and try to create the illusion that somehow as a species you've made progress and made contact with higher beings, and that they give a shit about you and want anything to do with you. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, is that you got to be like trying to bluff your way out of it while constantly like probing me and stuff like that to test my comprehension abilities. Maybe to see if I've fallen or something, or if my mind is snapped. Maybe something goes on in this reality, like when you guys go through school and stuff like that, and you start learning your plethora of useless information that doesn't even do you any good. Yeah, that somehow you snap in your mind and you become worthless pieces of shit in your teen years. See, I skipped all that. I didn't get my teen years. I stayed inside and played video games. So I never manured into a piece of shit like all you do. Yeah? But, that's the only thing I can think of, is that you're constantly checking to see if I've fallen or something like that. Yeah? And that you're testing my comprehension abilities or something. Yeah? To see if I truly comprehend what I'm being taught. Like I said in that other video a few days ago, it's like, yeah, like I do comprehend what I'm being taught. That's why I know what's going on. You've all been cucked. You're all the ultimate losers of all existence. You're all in the bottomless pit forever. You know, at least the vast majority of humanity in Canada, the British, the Commonwealth, and probably the majority of humanity as well. Yeah, so I understand. I understand the beings perfectly well. They've created a scenario with me, which is like to turn Earth into the heart and soul of evil. Yeah, they might have been part of fucking harming me or setting me up in the dilemma. I don't know who the hell's been mind controlling me my whole goddamn life. It could have been one of them. It could have been many of them. It could have been none of them. It could have been you with your fucking technology and stuff like that. Like I said, that scar behind the ear type shit. And who the hell fucking knows? You put a Neuralink in me as a child or something? I don't fucking know. Yeah? So I don't know who the hell's been spamming my mind and mind controlling me. It could have been to serve a much higher purpose. To be like, yeah, you're gonna be really pissed off when you find out. But once you understand the extreme higher purpose of like basically sacrificing the majority of garbage on this planet, turning them into the heart and soul of evil. So you're annihilating all evil in existence throughout the whole universe, all universes, all dimensions, all times. Yeah, to serve that much greater good. It's like I could live with being semi-sacrificed a little bit. Yeah, I mean I'm pretty fucked up from head to toe, but it's like, no, I don't know. I seem to meet multiple beings. Yeah. I mean, like we said in the past, like you look at every aspect of life on Earth, and there's more than one of everything, except for me, as far as I know. But there's more than one of everything on this fucking planet. So if you see proof of God, what kind of retard would sit there and think like, oh, there's only one God, only one powerful being in existence? Why would they take the sleaziest bastard way of perspective of life and embrace the Jewish way of life or something? Or the Abrahamic way of life, yeah? But, I don't know. Anyway, just something to do. Just killing time until you give me my freedom, justice, and recompense. And, maybe you can keep getting on your knees and get another pearl necklace every day.